Since the dawn of time, man has been eluded by many mysteries. The pyramids, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Stonehenge, Tom Selleck. But none has been so mysterious and yet so secretive as the women's washroom. Since very early ages, man has been told he's not allowed to go into the women's washroom. Few have entered, even few have returned. In 1997, an expedition was set forth to penetrate the stronghold of the women's washroom. 17 entered, only 1 remained. Bill Hawkins sits down with us. He was the leader of the expedition and the only sole survivor. Recounts the horrors that he withstood.
There was originally 17 of us, and we had packed enough supplies to last around 60 days. As we were venturing inside, some of the men complained of back problems, and they had to turn back. We kept going, and then some of the men started complaining about leg cramps, and they had to turn back. But I pressed on, and with all the things I saw in that room, man, I'm blind now from the things I saw in that room. I was so in shock. Of course, I'm not legally blind, or even literally blind, but I am blind, spiritually.
What type of horrors can make a grown man go blind? Dracula? The Wolfman? Tom Selleck? To delve deeper into this mystery, we talk to a real live scientist.
I decided to go to the Regional Science Institute for the study of science and science-related sciences. There I met a doctor of science.
As a scientist, I work with many big equations and many colorful liquids. And in my findings as a scientist, I have come to one conclusion, that there are many conclusions to this mystery.
Stop moving your hands.
Now, first one must look
Stop
at
moving
all
your
of
hands
the
when you
facts. A, it is a woman's washroom. And
Very
we have
annoying.
a theory
Please
that
stop
only
moving your
women
hands.
are
Stop it.
permitted to go on these premises. Secondly, it is a washroom.
I'm going to strike you. Stop
And
moving
one
your
must
hands.
figure that it is probably used for washing things. Dishes, for example, or even puppy dogs.
Stop it.
Now,
Stop it! After much talking or saying things, the scientist finally told me his conclusion. With all the evidence pointing to this place being a room of washing, what exactly do you believe is behind those doors?
A dark, murderous cult made up of every woman on the face of the earth.
A cult made up of every woman on Earth? What could this possibly entail? To answer these questions and more, we decided to go right to the source and ask the people most knowledgeable about the brotherhood of womanhood. Men.
I found a man on the street. He looked clean, so I spoke with him.
I've seen some pretty weird things with regards to the women's restroom. I've sometimes seen 2, 3, groups as large as 40 women enter the women's restroom. Some of them don't come back. I've seen larger women, petite women, ugly women, older women, younger women, women that don't even look like women, more beast-like, hideous women. The women that makes you just want to run in after them, but you can't because you might end up in jail. I've even seen Dracula. Actually, I've seen Dracula on 1 or 2 occasions.
And the mummy.
Yes, yes, and a mummy.
If the mummy and Dracula were really behind this mystery, we had to find out. We attempted to contact the mummy on several occasions, but after many letters and phone calls, his attorneys told us that he would decline any interviews on the subject matter. So with no other solution in sight, we decided to go undercover and dive into the deep ourselves. Does this dress make me look fat at all? No. See me, guys? No. It's pretty clean. Okay. Ready?
I guess it's not as,
Shut up, Nip Mason. You're always negative about this. Gee. Turn the camera off. Just turn the camera off.